Hey everybody, this is Alrizzo from Zafre, and today we're going to be talking about how you can make your website an experience in 2024. So let's get started. First, we need to talk about how websites aren't really how they used to be. We used to have to only but worry about contact forms and shopping pages, but now we have things like depth, texture, and movement. We can create these by using micro interactions, parallax scrolling, and other effects. There are mainly three ways to do this. We can either use, or three methods I should say, we can either use bold and impressive effects like this one to grab the user's attention and keep them using our website, or we can use some more subtle animations to engage the user without overwhelming them too much, like in this one, where we have much simpler and less, more minimalistic designs and effects. Or we could do something in between where we have effects that are minimalistic, but they are very large and engaging, and they do grab the user's attention as well. So let's go ahead and talk about this. First of all, we're going to be talking about four websites in today's video. We're going to talk about Jasper.ai, Ramp, FocusUp, and Deco. You can find the links for all of these in the description as well as the comment section. So here we have the first example, Jasper. This is an example where the website is using more subtle animations and parallax effects to keep the user engaged while scrolling through the website. And it's making sure that the user can easily identify what's happening, and their eyes can easily process the information in a much easier to digest way than it would otherwise. There we go. Next one is another example that's very similar, where it's using, not anything that's too crazy, more minimalistic effects and more subtle effects to grab the user's attention. And as you can see, it's showing us a lot of cool effects, but they're not, that large, and they're not that colorful. Next, we have something in between where we do have a lot of colorful effects, but they're not, they're still, in that minimalistic range, and there's something in between the crazy over the top effects that are overwhelming and the more minimalistic effects. And then finally, we have the last one where we have, all these effects coming at the viewer, and every single section, it feels completely unique and different from the previous one, but at the same time it also has a unique identity that's kind of wacky and all over the place, but it still works, and it's very charming and appealing for most people. There's a bunch of different styles coming together, but they're all somehow working together. They're not taking from one another or overshadowing the others. They're all very effective. But regardless of how you want to make your website an experience, there are still four main components I need you to keep in mind. First one is rich graphics. You need to use rich and engaging graphics. So for example, we have this PNG right here of a bomb that when I'm hovering over, it's changing, and when I'm using my mouse instead of my basic cursor, I have a fly over here. And let's see, we have all these like videos and assets, and like we can see the images on top of the background text, and it has depth. We can easily see like the depth here, and we can even see somewhat of a texture for a lot of these different elements and different sections, and it's all working together very well. So we have all these like assets and graphics that are very high quality. They're not, just basic stock photos or videos. Next one is micro interactions. Interactions that are, more subtle, but they still work very well and they're really efficient. So for example, over here we just have a very basic hover effect, and it's also doing, effect which is also showing them once every couple of seconds. So it's just showing like three of them every couple of seconds, and it's also gonna work on hover. This one's pretty simple, and it's very, micro and small size, but it is also very effective, and it helps create a feeling of movement and liveness and proficiency in the website. Then we have parallax effects where things are moving while we're scrolling, creating some sort of movement or effect. Yeah, there we go, like this one. We have some sort of parallax effect here where the background is moving and the foreground, like this part, is moving at the same rate. It's different from one another. And then finally, we have kinetic typography. So let me find a good example for it right here. Okay, so we can see the text is as we're scrolling down, it's coming up, and then if you scroll back up, it's going down again. We're animating our text so it can work with the scroll, and we can also use other things like, for example, hover and clicking on elements to trigger these effects. For example, in this case, it's working with the scrolling. We can use all of these to create texture, depth, and feeling of movement in our website. It's going to help make our website really stand out and create a full experience. It's not just a basic web page for our users. So yeah, hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to like and subscribe. And tell me if you have any ideas or anything that you want me to talk about, or if you have any questions, I'll be happy to answer them in the comment section below. And we'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.